insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over again, expecting to change. That is crazy.
Right, you may be, but you know what I think is crazy? I think you are crazy, boss.
But the first time somebody told me that, I showed him. The thing is, okay, he was right.
To my brother Riley for getting his pilot's license. Where the hell is that mother?
To my father's black card, to my black card.
God, I haven't done Sambuca since I was 20 years old. Yeah! I'm the king of the world! Let's go. Did he fucking pass out? Hold the door! Yo, Jason, get in! Get in! You're crazy, Jay! I learned from the best! Yeah!
You ready? Blitzkrieg!
Far Cry 3 is a massive open-world game that follows the story of Jason Brody, who after an exotic getaway gone wrong, has to fight off psychotic pirates and armored mercenaries to save his friends from being sold into slavery. The story is fantastic as it follows Jason's development from a college kid who doesn't know how to use a gun
What do they say in America? There's a first time for everything.
to a worshipped tribal warrior with a vengeance.
This island, Boss and his pirates enslaved the bodies and the minds of the Rakyat. Our guns do not stop until Boss falls at our feet. We are the warriors of the Rakyat, and I will lead you to glory!
Along the way, the story dives headfirst into some very dark and sometimes uncomfortable territory. Well, as some that's, well, not so dark.
That's one down.
The graphics are astounding, although not the best when compared to other games on the market today. Although the high detail does allow for you to become fully immersed to the point where you may even forget that you're playing a video game. Well, until a building shimmers into existence as you get closer. Because as with most open world games, it suffers from its expansive world, where sometimes the game doesn't load fast enough to generate the world around you. Far Cry 3 really allows us to get to know each character, unlike with Far Cry 2's choose a character and forget who they are within an analysis. Each character has an individual, believable personality that allows the player to get to know each and every one of them.
It's Buck here.
Because of the fact that Jason was a normal college kid up until the point he came to the island really allows us to connect with him and his feelings, whereas at some points you may feel the same emotional pain that he does.
You eat what you
However,
kill.
our most impressive by far is 2012's Villain of the Year, Boss, the psychotic leader of the pirates, where Michael Mando's excellent voice acting gave us Boss's special dose of insanity. However, we can't forget the guns though. Far Cry 3 would be nothing without its large range of weaponry, from the usual shotguns, pistols, and assault rifles to specials such as flare guns and bows with explosive arrows. However, you can also get up close and personal with the new Death from Below, Death from Above, or just simply pull their grenades in and push them into a crowd. The guns sound great and work very well, especially now that attachments can be added. However, like it or not, degrading guns has been taken out. Unlike Far Cry 2, guns will no longer jam or simply explode in your hand. On the Rook Islands, you are very rarely left without something to do, whether it be taking over outposts or simply hunting the vast amount of wildlife to skin and craft gear out of. On the other hand, however, the multiplayer is pretty basic and simply falls short. It seems the only reason it's there is so Ubisoft could say, hey, we have an FPS with the multiplayer. Also, at times it can be pretty hard to join or find a match to
We are
join.
all broken men.
The co-op is
Our
fairly
souls are
fun,
not
although
fit
it
for the
turns
world.
Far Cry into a linear shoot-'em-up
We
game
let
where
go
you
our
simply
lives
run
when we
through a
began
village
across the
killing
waters.
pirates to get to your next objective.
But we could not imagine the monster.
Don't get me wrong though,
Awaited
they're
us
both
at the
fairly
far end
entertaining
of
if
the
you
world.
lack anything else to do. Last but not least, you can get creative with the map editor to make your own island. Be warned, however, its heavy limits are its downfall, where you can only have up to 21 AI and are limited to the amount of objects you can have in one area. The controls for it at times can be very frustrating as well, but at least the map editor is there for you to use. Overall, Far Cry 3 earns, in my opinion, 8 insane pirates out of 10 because of its amazing story mode, however falling short due to its extra content. That was Far Cry 3. I hope you enjoyed the review and I suggest going to pick up a copy for yourself. You won't be disappointed.